Hey, so I am Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think, yeah, it's Thursday. So I am 7 days post-op, and I haven't had a shower in, 7 days. That means I can have a shower in a few days, but I can't have a shower until the 10th day. Therefore, I am wearing really disgusting clothing. I smell pretty bad in my opinion. My hair's disgusting, so I cover it up with a hat at all times because it's pretty nasty. And yeah, but I'm doing pretty well. Surgery went pretty well. I've only seen my chest once, and it was for like maybe 5 minutes, and it was just looking down in it, so I didn't quite get a very good look. It looks pretty good, but again, I didn't see very much of it, and there like because there's a lot more stitching this time. I looked down and I saw the stitches, and the stitches really grossed me out, so I got kind of like, ooh, and then I had to lie down, and they covered up my chest again. But yeah, I mean, my doctor said he was really happy with it, so I'm excited to get a better look at it, but so far it looks pretty good from what I have seen before getting squeamish. So I thought I would go a bit into what happened during surgery. This time during surgery, I was awake, conscious sedation. It was really scary going in there because I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I thought, I'd be fully conscious of them like cutting me up and all that, which is really unnerving. But that's not the way it happens. Like they put the drugs in you, and then you're just like I was told before they put the drugs in that I would probably take naps sporadically during the surgery because a lot of people did, and I did. I think take a few naps. Like I fell asleep a few times. I was awake one time because I know that I asked them or I told them that I was feeling uncomfortable or that it was hurting or I could feel the knife or something. I mean I couldn't really feel it like it hurts, but I could feel it like, oh, that's a prick. Um Maybe they could do something about that. So then they froze a bit more of the area, but it was just like what it felt like there was like somebody's like sharp nail. Um so I mean it wasn't that bad. And then yeah, I mean I don't remember anything else until they sort of like woke me up because they put a tarp over top of you. So you're essentially staring at this blue tarp and you're just chilling out. And then yeah, they sort of said, "Okay, Lucas, like we're actually almost done." I was like, "Oh, really? Already? That's cool." And like I was in a really good mood. And then they rolled me out, and I was in recovery. I was just chilling in recovery. I was again in a really good mood. And because I was under conscious sedation and not full anesthetic, my doctor told me I would probably recover a lot faster. I think that's essentially what happens. I mean, like I walked out of the surgery center, and in general, I was just a lot less sort of like movement impaired than I was the last time. That being said, though, I was in a lot more pain. I mean, it's not like sharp, crippling pain, but I think because I was a lot more aware, I was more aware of my pain than I was last time. And then I came home and I I couldn't sit up for some reason. I had to lie straight down, and then I fell asleep while we were watching Howl's Moving Castle, and I slept for a while, which is good because I have a really hard time sleeping on my back. So that was like the first time I slept on my back. So that was a good way to get into it. And then I got up to go to the bathroom or something, and I sat up and I started feeling really nauseous and really well, for at first nauseous, and I was like, I think I need to go throw up, which isn't all that unusual after surgery. And then I went to the bathroom, and then I started feeling really dizzy. Um, I went to the toilet, couldn't throw up because I just generally I don't throw up. It's not something that happens easily to me. So I came out, and then I started getting like that dizzy feeling where like everything's sort of like black and blotchy, and everything starts to feel really cold and numb. And so I had to sit down, and I just sort of stared ahead for a while. And then Chelsea helped me back to the bed, and I just sort of like lay down there. And it turned out that for the first about 15 hours or so after surgery, I couldn't really sit up without feeling really dizzy. Um, I sat up to have dinner, and it only lasted about 20 minutes until I started feeling dizzy again. And I was really upset because I couldn't finish my McDonald's cheeseburger. In terms of just like my surgery in general, the first time, I don't think I've explained this very well. The first time I had my surgery, it was a half-peri incision, which is a very minimalist surgery. I was essentially the right cup size for it. However, mine was a much harder case because I had a lot of extra skin. Like I had very, saggy breasts to start with. Um, just because I didn't have much breast tissue in there, but I had a lot of extra skin. This is probably because at one time in my life I was a B cup, and then I lost a lot of weight and went on testosterone, and I ended up at a half A cup. So obviously that's a lot of lost weight in the breast area, and I guess it didn't quite shrink down properly, but just because of the way my breasts were to start with, it was a very difficult case. So the half peri, it worked and it didn't work. It worked because he was able to take out all the breast tissue and all that, and but it didn't work in that it left a lot of extra skin, just because that couldn't be taken out according to the way that surgery is done. Because again, that isn't the full peri, that's the half peri, just around one side of the nipple. So he didn't do any resizing either because he couldn't with that surgery. I was told that I would have a 25% chance of needing a revision. I didn't need a revision just because it worked enough. However, I opted to get a revision because it was something I could do, and it was something I felt that I personally needed to do because of the discomfort on one side, where, as you guys have seen in past videos, it was sort of like a lot, like that saggy skin area on I can't even remember, like my left side or something. So again, what I got this time was a periareolar or keyhole surgery. What I got last time was a half peri. So it's as if this time I was getting the normal chest surgery that most other guys got. So I'm excited to see the results. I get my stitches out on Thursday. I didn't have any drains this time around because again I already had all my breast tissue removed. So that was pretty cool to have to not deal with drains. And otherwise things have been pretty good. Yeah, I will probably get to continuing on my trans FAQ soon and starting up a cosplay FAQ, starting up more videos, but mostly this week I've just been lying around watching documentaries and movies and all that kind of stuff. So props to Nova for bringing me my Starbucks for like 2 days in a row. And props to my cats for lying on top of me and making it impossible for me to move anywhere because I'm not supposed to lift more than 5 pounds, and Panther is definitely more than 5 pounds. When he lies on my legs, I can't lift him up. So I'm gonna guess he's like 300 pounds. So, fat cats aside, I will see you guys later.